The Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals has allowed Tennessee's ban on gender-affirming care for minors to take effect, overturning a temporary block by a federal district judge. This marks the first time a federal court has permitted such a ban to proceed after being blocked by lower courts. The court cited the Dobbs v. Jackson case and argued that the law does not discriminate based on sex. However, dissenting Judge Helena White noted that all previous federal courts had reached the opposite conclusion. The decision is temporary, with a final ruling expected by September 30th. The U.S. decision to provide Ukraine with cluster bombs has been met with unease by several allies, including the UK, Canada, New Zealand, and Spain. Cluster bombs are banned by over 100 countries due to their indiscriminate nature and danger to civilians. Human rights groups have also criticized the decision. Despite the opposition, President Biden defended the move, citing Ukraine's ammunition shortage. Germany, a signatory of the Convention on Cluster Munitions, expressed understanding, but refrained from providing such weapons to Ukraine. A twin jet plane crashed near French Valley Airport in Marietta, resulting in the deaths of all 6 adult occupants. The aircraft caught fire upon impact, causing a small brush fire that was later contained. The flight had departed from Las Vegas and encountered low visibility upon landing. The NTSB and FAA are investigating the crash, with a preliminary report expected within 2 weeks. It is the second fatal crash in the area within a week. A man has died following a shooting involving multiple Columbus police officers and a Franklin County Sheriff's deputy on the east side of the city. The incident occurred after the deputy received a report of a man with a gun. Shots were fired, leading to a chase and subsequent exchange of gunfire. The suspect was taken to the hospital, but succumbed to his injuries. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation will lead the investigation. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen concluded her positive visit to Beijing, aiming to improve U.S.-China ties while addressing economic concerns. Wall Street analysts are divided on future market trends. A surge in petrochemical projects in China may lead to a global plastic production glut. Key economic data releases include U.S. and Chinese inflation figures, reinforcing the need for monetary stimulus. India's tech companies report quarterly results, while Wall Street bank results shed light on the impact of Fed rate hikes. NATO's annual summit in Lithuania gains popularity amid Putin's war. Former President Trump used a campaign stop in Nevada to criticize Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, seen as his main competition in the 2024 GOP race. Trump called DeSantis highly overrated and attacked his policy positions, including Social Security and raising the minimum age. He also mentioned DeSantis' lack of personality. Trump claimed that DeSantis was trying to withdraw from the 2024 race. Polls currently show Trump with higher support than DeSantis. Police in Charlotte are investigating a double shooting that occurred on Turtle Point Road in northeast Charlotte. 2 men were injured, with one victim tragically dying on the way to the hospital. The other victim, in his early 20s, is currently receiving treatment. The incident was initially reported as shots fired, and the motive behind the incident remains unknown at this time. A series of random shootings occurred in Queens and Brooklyn, with a man on a scooter targeting individuals. 1 man was killed, and 3 others were injured in the incidents. Police released surveillance videos showing the suspect opening fire in different locations. A massive police mobilization led to the suspect's arrest, and a firearm was found in his possession. The motive remains unknown, but the shootings appear to be random. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau's backing of Khalistanis may trigger demands from Quebec activists questioning his stance on secession. This highlights the irony of Western nations' lack of outrage over kill posters targeting Indian envoys by Khalistanis. The threat puts Indian diplomats at risk, as evidenced by a tragic precedent in Canada. Canada's weak response to India's concerns reveals a lack of commitment to international obligations. The omission of West Punjab from Khalistan's goals exposes their funders and survival despite limited support in India. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky visited Snake Island in the Black Sea, releasing a video to commemorate 500 days of war. He paid respects at a memorial, symbolizing the bravery of Ukrainian soldiers. Despite ongoing battles, Ukrainian forces have made limited territorial gains in their counteroffensive against Russian-controlled areas. The U.S. government recently approved controversial weapon support, including an $800 million cluster munitions package to aid Ukraine. Meanwhile, a rocket strike on Lyman killed 8 civilians, with Russian forces accused of targeting civilians in Donetsk.